Okay, I see myself. Okay, sorry about not having the ninja mask. I got kidnapped. I didn't have enough time to, get my ninja mask on before I got...
Shut up back there!
Yeah, before I got tagged and bagged. So, this is Rahaj Speaks Asian, back to you again, finally. And I'm here with, I don't fucking know what volume, I don't even know what day it is. And it's volume something with Audition.
Alright, so they decided they were going to let me out for a little bit. Apparently, they need me alive to feed me. It's weird. So anyways, like I said, I'm doing Audition. Very, very creepy movie. The director, Takashi Miike, it wasn't his first movie, and God, it's not his last. But the movie itself was actually made off of a book. And I haven't read the book, so I really can't tell you anything about that. I'm sorry. But it's only actually in Japanese, and I think maybe in United Kingdom is, I think, the only two places where they actually sell it. But the movie itself is, the storyline follows a man, Aoyama, who his wife has died. I can't remember. I think she died of cancer. I don't exactly remember why, but she died of cancer. And then the movie jumps 7 years to where him and his son are hanging out, and they're kind of living their lives. Everything's normal. Well, his son tells him, you seem pretty depressed. You should go out and date or get married or whatever. So he's thinking about it, and he tells one of his friends, and he decides, I'm gonna help you with this. We're gonna set up a fake audition. We'll say it's for a movie part, but it's actually for you to find a woman that you want to marry. So he's going, so that's pretty much the whole. That's why it's called Audition itself. And he's setting up these auditions with these women, or the guy told him to pick 30 women out of like these hundreds of profiles that were sent. And he's looking through them, he picks the 30 women, but he gets stuck on one girl named Asami. And there's really nothing too much written about her other than like, well, she's worked at this place, or you could contact these people and ask them about her. Nothing too out of the ordinary. But then they had the audition, and he's even more smitten with her than when just reading her info and profile. He asks her out on a few dates. They go out, and nothing seems out of place. And the movie itself is actually really, really slow paced. It builds up, though. It's kind of like listening to Enter Sandman for the first time by Metallica. The song just starts off so slow, and then it builds to this fucking rapid, I want to beat someone in the face with a brick pace. And that's exactly how this movie goes. But it's not until I think about halfway through the movie to where you start really getting a sense of how fucked up this girl is. It goes like, the first time you actually get a glimpse of how messed up she is she's sitting on her floor kneeling with a burlap sack in the background that's obviously got something in it, but you don't know what. Looking at her telephone, waiting for it to ring, waiting for this guy to call her. And then it rings finally, and you see her smiling. So that's when you kind of get a sense of, holy shit. I mean, if you didn't know anything about the movie, that's when you're going to get a sense of, holy shit, there's something bad's going to happen. Well, Aoyama is looking for someone to marry, and he feels really connected with her from all the times they've gone out. From all the times they've gone out, he feels really, really connected with her. So he wants to ask her to marry him, so he takes her away to a place, and she asks him if he'll love her and only her. And he's like, yes, of course. I mean, that's what he really wants. So they have sex, and he wakes up, she's not there. So he goes pretty much looking for her, and that's when the movie takes a turn for the unreal. Like, it's everything that happens past that point is so beyond creepy, so beyond bizarre, that it almost makes you question whether it's really, really happening or not. And I can't really spill too much of what's going on there, but I mean, if you watch it, you'll see why. You can't know exactly what's happening. You have to just see it for yourself to really take in the scope of what's happening. And then the finale in itself, when after he hasn't seen her for forever, and then he finally sees her, and she's tying on a black leather apron and tying on, I think, like armpit high black rubber gloves, you know she's ready to be doing some meat work. He's laying on the ground, he's drugged, essentially. And then she starts her little deed of revenge. She thinks that all he wanted was to have sex with her, and which is why she's doing this. Well, in this time, when she starts to torture him, he starts having all these flashbacks to how fucked up she is and what's going on that he shouldn't know. And it kind of makes you wonder whether it's like a really, really bad... It seems like a really bad acid trip. And it kind of makes you wonder whether or not he's actually seeing this, like, himself, but he's in most of these places seeing it. So you gotta wonder, how would he know these things? It's really odd. I'm sure the book explains it a lot better, but again, I can't say for sure because I haven't read it. The finale in itself, this movie itself wasn't a very big hit in Japan. It's a big cult. It's got a big cult following here in America. And the first time it was shown at an independent film festival in Holland in 1999, when the finale started, people were screaming and running to the exits, trying to get away from the gore that was happening on the screen. Takashi Miike himself was there watching, and a woman walked up to him and told him that he was a very sick individual and walked away. And all he could do was sit there and look at the screen and smile to himself, going, yes. I mean, what do you do in that situation? When you know you've created something this bad, like Saw, everybody was like, oh, Saw or Hostel or whatever. No. Saw, when you saw the guy cutting his foot off, they only showed the beginning of it. Here in Audition, when she starts sawing his foot off with a fucking wire, a razor wire, they show the entire fucking thing. And she's doing this with like a girlish glee, like she's smiling. And it just adds to the creepy factor of what the fuck is happening. And I mean, you see the foot twisting around the bone, like the muscle of the foot twisting around the bone, then the foot just comes off. You guys are assholes, you know that.
Yeah, I'm sorry we kidnapped you. Okay, movie.
Alright, well, they didn't want me to tell you any more about the movie, so that's it. That's all I got. Rating, like 4.55, only because the storyline itself kind of took really long to actually get to what I wanted to see. It was a great build-up because it made the end that much more of an impact, or it made it that much more of an impact on me. But so I say a 4.54, something like that. And then next week, I think I'm gonna change it up. I might not do Sukiyaki Western Django. I might do something else. I haven't decided totally yet. So, well, not next week. In 2 weeks. That's right. I forgot. I guess I will see you all in 2 weeks. Bye.